Peace. It's me. Just ironing my shirt for the justice tomorrow. I was sitting there thinking, and it's like, I never built on this yet, but you know, my bills that I put up here on my station, you know, I know that some of y'all may not really notice, but you know, the nation of gods and earth is actually, it's a nation, and just like with any nation, there's all different type of personalities, all different type of characters. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because, you know, just because, you know, some of y'all may be seeing my bills on here, that, you know, you don't get the impression that I'm like a template of what, you know, every God and earth's angle is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the shit that I be saying and doing, you know, a lot of gods and earths don't get down like that. They just don't see it that way. You know, and it's not to take any credit away from me, and it's not to give them credit, you know what I'm saying, or take any credit away from them neither. It's just, you know, you have all different type of, you know, angles. You know, this just happens to be mine, you know. And it's like, you got gods and earths, some that, you know, you got some gods that's power you eating vegetarians. You know what I mean? Or you got some earths that deal with, you know, they eat red meat. You know what I'm saying? You got some that they just, you know, mess with tofu. You know, or you got like people that eat raw diets, you know, raw food, you know. Then you got some guys that straight up drink liquor, you know what I mean? Other guys, they just drink distilled water. You know what I'm saying? You got some earths that weigh 300 pounds. You got some other earths that look like Beyonce with a head wrap. Oh, shit. Nah. Keisha Cole. But, you know, so it's like you got a whole bunch of different angles. You know, you got some guys in earth that's just real welcoming, like, peace, you know, how you doing? Nice to meet you and shit like that, you know. But you got other ones that be looking you up and down like, the fuck you want? You know what I'm saying? You got older gods in earths. You got real younger gods in earths. You got some gods that curse every other motherfucking word. You got some that you know, you'll never hear them curse. You know, you got some gods on earth that straight weed heads. You got other gods on earth that don't even don't smoke nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got some you got some guys that's into politics. You know what I mean? Literally. You got other guys that's like, I don't fuck with no politics. You know? You got some earths that's school teachers. You got other earths that's MCs. You know what I mean? You got some so it's kind of like, you know, you have a wide range, a wide spectrum of gods and earths, just like in any nation, you know. Any nation of people, you have diversity, you know what I mean? And you have diversity in this. It's like, you know, what's supposed to keyword join us or unite us for one common cause is 120. You know what I mean? Supreme mathematics, supreme alphabet. You know, our lessons and stuff like that. That's something that's basically like mandatory, you know. And that's one thing that we all have in common, you know what I'm saying? What we're supposed to have in common. You know? But it's like, and I'm just telling you all of this so that, to some of y'all that never met any other gods and nerfs, and this may be your first first time that you really seeing a god and stuff like that. To keep in mind that there are many different type of gods and nerfs. You know what I'm saying? Some people be like, yo, that's peace what you doing, God Saladin, that's peace and stuff. Other ones is like, yo, I ain't feeling that shit. You know what I mean? And that's their angle of the square that they looking at, you know what I mean? All relative truth, that forges the absolute truth. But like I said, so I'm just letting y'all know that so that you don't, be, having any false expectations of what a God on the earth is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's all kind of like what I wanted to say. I guess you could call this somewhat of a disclaimer. But yeah, let me repeat that. What I'm doing is me. This is my angle. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I got the same math, the same degrees and stuff like that a lot of other gods and nerfs have, but I express it in my own way. That's my own self-style wisdom. You know what I'm saying? We all have 120, or we're supposed to be having 120. I'm not speaking for anybody, but that's like the foundation. But we still got 240. 120 plus 240 is 360. That's a complete cipher. So, our 240 is the wisdom of 120, which is our experiences and the things that we go through. And then the other 120 is understanding 120. You know what I'm saying? So although we all have 120 as a foundation or as a blueprint, we all have different experiences, and we all gain a different understanding from our experiences, and that's what is beautiful in regards to us being able to share what we've learned and adding on with each other. Actually, it saves you a lot of time in your laboratory. You know what I mean? Being a scientist or one dedicated to knowing, it's only so many times that you could blow your lab coat up experimenting with high explosives. You know what I'm saying? Before you ask your brother, your sister, well, what kind of notes do they got in regards to these two substances? You know what I mean? And so it's like you build with each other, you add on, you share information, you share research, you share study. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's why Farad got taught by 23 scientists, because each of them mastered a certain subject area. That's something else. Maybe I can get into another time. But yeah, I just wanted to build on that for a minute. Peace.